Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and join our awesome community. For all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. And don't forget, today is the structural corner showdown. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the previous episode. You won't want to miss it.
Every stage of payment, the retention is 5%, which is retained by the client, which all the 5% is going to be paid after 6 months on occupation of the house.
Okay.
After he has done all the tests, all the repairs, and all the touch-ups.
So here I'm getting,
Yes.
I think there are advantages of keeping the architect among the people you have been working with, or because there are some projects where you will find by the end of the day there are no architect, there is no architect, there is no contractor. Maybe, but towards the end of the project, it's only the painter who is in that house.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us more about now, like keeping all the professions involved in the project, the advantages of keeping them till the very end?
Okay. We have different professions in construction. We have the architect, we have the structural engineer, we have the QS, quantity surveyor, we have the electrical, we have the electrical, that one goes under M&E. We call it M&E, mechanical, electrical, stage.
Yeah.
Those ones, they give the power and plumbing pipes. And also now we come in with the contractor.
Sure.
And also in some projects we have clerk of works. So for the architect, gives the design, he does all the approvals and everything. For the engineer, he takes up the structural bit, the steel work to be used and everything. The quantity surveyor gives you the cost indication of the project, and they give you cost indication even in initial stage, even without coming to the site. The mechanical, they do the electrical and plumbing part. The contractor now is the implementation. Why do we keep all these people in the project? We keep all these people in the project because when during construction, you are able to follow up each and every bit of the construction process. That is from the design implementation. And also it's advisable for the client, since the architect, the engineer, and the quantity surveyor protect the client from maybe getting duped by the contractor, and also the contract protect the contractor from losing his money from the client, because it's both ways. You can lose in both ways, and you're able to get the best output when the whole team is around. You find some projects, and what happens if you find a mess project, you may go and blame the architect, you might go and blame the engineer, but it might not be their fault as per se. It might be they are not consulted, they are not there during the construction process.
Yes. And maybe one reason why maybe the client doesn't want to keep all of them at the site is maybe because of the cost
for inspection.
For inspection. What is the main purpose that you will find the client that doesn't want to keep all of them? Like he wants them to, you come do this, then you go. You do this, you design the house, then you leave it to
But I'll say this, and there is one question I asked the client. Per site inspection ranges between 5,000 to 10,000 according to the location.
The inspection. Oh, 5,000, really?
5,000 to 10,000.
No, that is like for the whole project. And you per day. Per visit.
Which is not daily. It's only the technical area.
Exactly.
I asked the client, I'm charging you 5,000, for example, to protect your 20 million.
Sure.
So you save 5,000.
Yeah.
One day you lose 20 million.
Doesn't make sense.
It's a give and take. It's rather you keep this 5,000 and you save 20 million than saving this 5,000, losing 20 million. Because you can imagine such like this project, if you mess up on the structure because you didn't pay the structural engineer to come and do for you the inspection, how much will you have lost?
A lot. A lot.
And it was about only
5,000.
Which you can give an engineer maybe 10 times or 15 times at most. So we are talking about 45,000.
Yeah. Let's say
50,000.
And your project is over 30 million.
Yes, over 30 million. For the architect, also the same one. Maybe 50,000 or 100,000. So the whole project give the consultants maybe 250,000 to protect you. 30 million, 40 million, 100 million. I think it's only our culture as Kenyans to like using the shortcut.
So it is shortcut.
It's shortcut.
Yes. And I'm assuming there is that one project maybe you did,
yes.
And there were issues that happened,
yes.
But you were able to come in as an architect, and your knowledge and your expertise helped that site. Like you were able to redeem the site.
Yes.
Do you have such?
Yes. One project I did in Gong, it was an apartment. A client is a diaspora client. He was doing construction while he's in US, and he had entrusted his cousins and nephew in the project. By the time we came to the project, he had spent around 40 million, and we were on ground floor stage, and 40 million was done.
Okay.
Approval process.
40 million.
Yes.
And still on the ground.
On the ground floor.
Hi. Okay.
And the project
how big was the project?
The project was supposed to go for 5 floors. It was when we looked at the BOQ, it was supposed to go for around 65 million, but 40 million were so more than half was done on the foundation. So when we came in, we were able to inspect the approval process. Approval process was done, which he had paid a hefty amount because he had paid around 1.5. But finding out from the
1.5,
yes,
for
approval.
Okay. It happens.
Yes,
it happens. It happens.
Yes,
okay.
And unfortunately, what was paid in the county was around 220. So the rest was nowhere to be traced. So we are able to. The best thing, the approvals were legit, and we were able to pick up from there. First of all, we came in with a team of engineers.
Yeah.
But before we came in, we had to consult the architects and the engineers, the team which was involved in the design. They told us they were not involved in the construction, and they were not notified that the construction had started.
Oh, okay.
Because according to the ethics and the regulations of Architectural Board of Kenya, you cannot take over a project without notifying the previous architect
the team
that you are taking up a project. So we had a sitting, then we found out their dues were paid, and they were okay for us to take up the project. But there we came in as a not design and build. We came in as a architect of supervision and as a contractor. So we were able to do, first of all, we came, inspected the house, then on board, we brought out the engineer, the structural engineer, to do for us the structural integrity report. What do you mean by structural integrity report? It's to certify that the foundation which was done is able to hold the floors above, since the client was a bit shaky on what was being done.
Okay.
By God willing, we had only to add like 2-3 pillars, 2-3 columns, which we did. And we thank God, the project is done.
Wow.
And the client is happy.
It's happy, and yes. he or she is satisfied with the project now.
The project is done, giving him an income of around 350,000 per month.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes. But it was a pity to see the much loss that people are going through. Yes.
Okay, before I leave this project we are today, how long has it taken you after drawings, the whole construction, up to where we are?
The design stage we started in last year, September. And the clients came into the house to occupy on August.
So it is less than a year. 11 months.
From design, from zero.
From zero.
To here where we are.
And my viewers, you should see this project. It's a massive one.
Yes.
And very beautiful. I don't even think beautiful is the best word to describe this project.
Yeah.
Hey, you have really done a great job.
Thank you.
And you know this guy has been here all through. All through. From zero, they're designing to where we are today. Even after everything is done, he still can't pay visit to do the corrections.
Yes.
Where there are some few 1, 2, 3 corrections.
Yeah, we are completing the gazebo. That's the only part which is remaining. We have done even the water treatment, so we are done.
Okay.
We are only finishing the gazebo. We are 90%, 90-95%. Yes.
Okay. So the times that we are in today, it is times where technology is really evolving.
Yes.
We have advanced technology. Has it come into the construction and design world?
Yes.
And how are you applying it?
Yes, it has taken up we thank for the technology. It has taken up even architectural world and construction world. Since even setting out houses has been easy because now we can use dumpy level. So it has come to help us. And also like metal work has been easy. You can look at whatever we have here.
Yeah.
This one is done by machine rather than the old times when we used to do hand. So technology has helped us. And also we are able to take the client through. Even if we are doing for a client who is outside the country, we are able to take him through or her through the construction process, every day's work. They can have cameras where they can have their daily inspection of whatever work has been done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying when you have a client in the diaspora, you basically like install the cameras in the site.
Sure.
Can you kindly take us through how you handle your clients in diaspora?
Okay.
Because you know most of them whichever now site you have told us you have, maybe they have the cameras, maybe they couldn't have gone. They had like daily reports.
Yes. Now, with the cameras, you are able to inspect. If my house is at foundation level, how many courses have they done each and every day? You are able to gauge. Today they did 10 courses. They did 3 courses. Sorry, they did 3 courses. They did how many feet of construction? How many fundis were there? How many laborers were there? And how if the foreman was there? If the contractor came to site? If the architect? So you are able to verify. Even if me as an architect tells you I have 10 site inspections, you are able to gauge and say, yes, on this date, the architect came, on this day, the engineer came, and also, in case of anything, you're able to show on details what happened. Even if you're doing maybe the integrity report, you're able to tell the engineer, we use this steel, and you can see it. So it helps so much the client, and also when maybe you're working on maybe labor contract, you're able to know I have 10 laborers, 10 skilled labor, 10 unskilled labor, 1 clerk of work. So every day you are able to take your mark from where you sit.
Nice.
So that's the best thing with the systems.
So the best thing that you do is you give report, like you daily reports, and they save a lot of hectics that they can arise later in the project. Okay. Now, I know clients mostly have expectations, big expectations. How do you deal with them, and how do you manage these clients' expectations every time throughout the project?
I think it's communication and consultative meetings with the client. Make sure when you're running a project, you have a consultative meeting weekly with your consultant. You're able to know from here, where are we moving? from here, where are you moving? And if you find something done on your project, ask a question. Why did you do this? And why not this? So that at the end of the day, you have what you require. Because expectation is supposed to move at par with the works going on. But also you get situations which are difficult to handle sometimes because the client can introduce a change which is drastic and which can affect the design, the process of construction. Maybe, for example, we are doing an apartment. From the design stage, we had been given 4 floors, and the engineer designed the steel for 4 floors, but the client has the urge of doing 7 floors, which the foundation was not able to take up, was not designed to take up 7 floors. So that's where the conflict starts between the consultants. And that's why you're having the collapse of the building. Some might be blaming engineers, some might be blaming the consultants and everything. I don't mean we don't have mistakes. We have mistakes, but where we have mistakes, we own up. Some of the projects, like the ones who have been collapsed in Kiambu.
Yeah, there have been several in Kiambu, and I think 2, one in around Kirigiti and another one in Ruaka or somewhere.
Yes. When you go back to the design, you find there were 4, 5 floors, but the client is doing 9.
From 4 to 9?
To 9.
Okay, how is that now?
It's as I said.
Okay, how is that?
It's us as Kenyans. We get sometimes hungry for money and for returns. And that's why you add a floor, and it was not designed to do so. I'll advise the client, even if you want to shift a wall, talk to your consultant, talk to your engineer. And if the effect of moving this wall, it's easily said, and easily done. But the damage that it can cause,
later,
it's bigger one.
It's a lot.
So take time, ask your consultant. If I move this wall to here, can this floor hold? Can it hold another weight? Those are the consultative. Design, construction and design stage.
So, because I had a question about why are we getting these buildings collapsing now and then in Kenya? And I think you have answered part of it, where we are saying it's about consultation and all these things, and maybe building, adding things that were not there in the design. What other things are leading to this building collapsing?
Material. We can talk of material. The steel that is in our market. Not every steel is good quality. Not every cement is good quality. It depends also where. Not every stone is good quality. So materials, I think our market is flooded with the right material and the wrong material. So do you consult, you as a client, when you're buying material, do you consult your consultant, your team, to verify the material brought on site, the sand brought on site? When we are doing the concrete, do you follow to know the mix was done right? Because when you concrete, maybe like this floor, you're supposed to do something called cube test. Is it being done? Did it achieve the right strength? Why did it not achieve the right strength? What are the remedies to correct that? Take initiative to learn your project. Where am I piping passing? Because tomorrow you'll come and hack a wall. That's where the pipes are passing through. And you'll hack a pipe, leave a leakage, fill it, and the leakage still goes on, which affects the structure. If it's red soil, did your engineer, did your team do a soil test to know that my soil can handle how many floors, can handle how many heights, how many floors, how much. That's the basic. Was there, when you're buying a plot, did you try and find out, was there a pitch latrine in any of the areas? Because also that affects. Pitch latrine, you find a pitch latrine and it has come to a corner. pillar or column where you're doing the column, was the right remedy taken during construction? Because a building collapses when there is uneven settling, when the house settle unevenly. That's when you find a collapse of the building.
A collapse of the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there is another challenge that I have seen in several houses, several projects, and I don't know whether this one comes with the architect, now the other team. You might find a house that is too cold. You can even experience the mold on the walls and all these things. Outside in the exterior. Okay, is that part of the architect? Where does the problem come from? Where does it start?
Where you find the house is cold on the ground floor. Maybe the right remedies when during construction. Maybe the membrane, the polyethylene membrane, was not done. So it takes up in water. That's when you find mold. The quality of the stones are using. Is it the right one? Because if I don't use the right quality, the weather affects the stone and it starts seeping in water. How have you placed your house? Is it facing the wind side? If it's facing the wind side and all the windows are facing there, definitely your house is going to be cold. So it's both architectural construction process to the finishes. What type of paint did you use? Because maybe you went to Kariobangi, got the paint.
You had to say Kariobangi.
The notion of our country where we say Kariobangi. Kariobangi produce good things, but still those areas also you get there, you don't get the right.
Okay.
Because Kariobangi you'll get good machinery to do the right thing. We don't doubt that. But still, in there, you're going to get people who use shortcuts to give you the paints and everything. Okay. And there are so many companies who have come in, giving you even waterproofing system. Did you use the right waterproofing? If maybe you found that problem, did you find the right remedy to solve the problem? Did you because as Kenyans, we are told this brand it's 10 shillings. This brand is 5 shillings, but it can do the same. So you go for this 5 shillings.
5. I say 5
without knowing what are the effects. Yes.
Okay, now I think we need to come here because I feel like since you have overseen this project from the very, can I say very zero? Yes. From the very zero to where we are. And construction, it has a lot. Yes. And I believe my viewers have a lot that they need to know, and they will comment down there. They ask as many questions that they would like our guest today to answer, so that next time when you're coming, we can answer those questions. As he also bring us the other team that he has been working with in this project. There are painters. I think they're very important, and there's a lot that we need to know about the painting. There are the engineers, and there's a lot again we need to learn about the engineer when it comes to engineering. There are which are the solar guys, electrical, and we need all of them here. Yes. Are you promising my viewers to bring them?
Yeah, we'll give them. That one is assured.
And one thing also that I would really love you organize for us, it is also maybe have a brief of our clients to come and tell now the other, because I think if we hear, if my viewers hear from the horse's mouth, there is that one viewer who is there saying, that guy is the one who is going to design my house. But before that, what is the other client saying about his work?
His work,
We would also love to hear the testimony of the client with you. Not that we are not trusting you, we are trusting you. But you see, again, when we hear from another person, and actually the consumer, we get more comfortable. Yes. And again, there is another person out there who is like inspiring to become an architect. Do you have a word for him or for her?
Yes, I have a word for the next to meet the team who we have worked with, that one is very open. Since they are still on site, you're very welcome anytime. Come have an interview with them. I'll just organize for them to be around. The client is very open, even giving us an opportunity to shoot from his house.
Yeah.
When he has already occupied.
It's a privilege. An honor.
And
he's welcome. My regards to her.
I will. And they are very open. They're very open. For that person who wants to do architecture, are you ready to exhibit your art? That's the biggest question I'll ask. Are you ready to exhibit your art? Because architecture and construction and engineering and everything, not something which is done in hiding. I tell my students when they come to my office, you make a mistake in a line during design, it shouts at you in construction. So, are you ready to take up the task? So, it's an art. It's an art. But
are you ready for it?
Are you ready for it?
Okay, if you're there, you're inspiring to become an architect. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, I want us to wrap up this show for today.
Yes.
Not for today.
Okay.
Do you think there is something that you would really love to tell my viewers before we leave, and we have not touched about it? Not the major, we are coming back again.
Okay, yes.
And especially something surrounding within the design.
Okay. What I'll tell you here, I think we have come to a situation that we are trusting what is my portfolio in writing, but not coming to the ground to see what you have done. People will have so many clean papers, very nicely presented, but take time. Do your due diligence. Somebody might tell you, I have done this house. Yet, it was just a passerby.
Oh, yeah. He can take photos.
Yes.
Okay.
Come, have an interview with the client. Ask, who is your consultant?
Yes.
Who has taken you through this? Take time to learn. Go to different projects and let you learn before you get duped. Because it's a tricky industry. Very tricky industry. So many people have been taken advantage of.
Sure.
That one I can attest to that. But it's all about doing the right due diligence. That's what I can say. Yes.
It's all about the due diligence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are so many quacks, let's say there, who are doing disservice to the industry. Yes.
And if I may ask, I know for contractors,
yes,
they have been, and the engineers, they have been given the certificates, the numbers, your contractor numbers. Yes. So a certified
a certification. Yes.
So do we have these certifications also with the architects?
Yes. Every team of consultants in construction.
So the first thing you can do is to ask, do you have a certification?
Yes. And these days you can get the number and you just Google and it pops up the name of your architect and everything.
And now, if my viewers would love to give you jobs,
yes,
where would they find you?
Our offices are located in Kiambu Town. Yes. Chikinga Annex, second floor, 2-1. Yes, under Spacerizer Africa Limited. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have maybe a contact? We will put it.
We'll put it maybe when we're showing.
Yeah, on
because
the
mostly
show.
For us, we haven't gone to advertisement so much. We have been working on referrals.
But I will encourage you to have at least have a space somewhere online.
Yes.
Yeah. We will work on that together.
Yes. No problem. Yes.
So I will leave his contact on the screen. You will find his contact on the screen, or you can also call us, ViewWave Enterprises. We bring you the best in the industry, and we have already started the journey of now to bring them on our shows. And I believe you will enjoy this show. And if there is a question, a comment, anything, feel free. comment on the comment section. And if there is another maybe expertise that you'd really love to have on this show, you can also recommend. And if you're there, you are an expertise and you want to work together with us, you can also send us an email. We will give the details. And until next time, have yourself an amazing week.
Thank you.